Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Sonofasilverstacker. Today's date is the 20th of September, 2025, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the 3 remaining San Francisco minted American Silver Eagle products. That's right, there's something going down with that limited edition silver proof set. But listen, before any of that though, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's a really big number. In fact, it's ginormous. You can look it up on the Google machine. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Also, please consider becoming a member. It's a mere $1.99 per month. That's it, $1.99 per month. It's like 6.6 cents per video for a 30-day calendar month. So it's not a whole lot. Now, over here to moneymetals.com, I can show you where the spot price is end of the week. So gold now stands at 36.9880, almost near that all-time high of 37.04, I believe. Silver end of the week at 43.29, platinum at 14.1750, palladium at 11.7170, and Dr. Copper finished the week at 4.63 per pound. Down here, you're looking at it in stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is 6.69 for a quantity of 1 through 39. They ask that you pay 49.98. Did you ever think you'd see a $50 American Silver Eagle bullion coin? Yeah, look at that. And could we see $55 soon? Sure, why not, right? Now, the buyback, that's the sell to them price, is 43.65, and if you compare that to the silver spot price, you're looking at what, 36 cents difference? Typically, we see $1.20. So they got that going for them. It's a little bit lower than they typically sell or buy back for. Now, here we go. This drops, what this is right here is the American Eagle 2025 1-ounce silver proof coin out of San Francisco, California. Drops September 23rd. I will not be going live for this particular drop, even though it may sell out that day. Probably not, but you never know. You never know. Also, after that, 2 days later, you have, I think on Thursday, the September 25th drop for the Comic Art Coin and Metal program featuring the DC Comics Batman. That's right. That's going to be pretty incredible. And after that, I think there's only 12 products left on the Mint schedule after the September releases. And check this out. The United States Mint has moved the, I think it was the October release for the limited edition silver proof set to November 6th. Not sure why they've done that. Maybe it's a shipping thing. Maybe they want to take it easy. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something wrong with the silver proof set. Maybe it's toning. Who knows? But it's definitely been moved. We have here November 6th, and well, we have it on this recording here. Yeah, it was supposed to be 6 days after the Navy privy marked American Silver Eagle. It was supposed to drop on October 16. Now it's November 6th. So what, 3 weeks later, they've added it to the product schedule, moved it back anyway. So let's talk about what's important here. Oh, and by the way, yeah, like what, 12 products left after this week? That's not a whole lot. And how many are you looking to purchase here after this September 25th release here? And by the way, here's the question I have for myself. Because I've purchased the 2.5-ounce silver medal featuring Superman, does that mean I'm obligated to purchase the remaining 8 of the 2.5-ounce silver medals featuring the DC Comic Art Coin Medal program? I don't know. I may just cancel it because that's a big investment there, and the tremendous premium, and yeah, I'm paying for licensing too. So not sure what I'm going to do there. But yeah, after that, you're looking at probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items after that out of the 12 that I'm looking at. So yeah, it's going to be a rough rest of the year. Hopefully I'm able to increase the amount of money in my coffers, right? Otherwise, I'm not going to be buying anything. So let's keep on keeping on. I'm going to show you here what's going on with this particular set here. This is the 2025 San Francisco limited edition silver proof set here. I've got completed listings, sold listings, price, shipping highest first. And really, that's not that long ago. We got, what, 5 days, 319 there. September 19th, that was just yesterday, sold for 319. Looks like the same seller. All right. But did you ever think you'd actually ever see the day where the silver proof set was more money than the limited edition silver proof set? Yeah, that's the kind of a year we're in right now. And what's interesting is, look at the disparity here. 199 here, 305 there. Did this person score? Well, 10 days apart, right? Think about that. Look at it. 203, that's 2024. 299 there, sold September 18. You know, if I ever, let me try and list it by recently sold here. Let's go here to newly listed. Why not? Bingo. Let's find out what's really going down. September 19, September 15, 160 there, 305 there, 199 there, 203 that doesn't count, 2025. Look at that, 299. Yeah, it's incredible to see $299, all right, for a silver proof set when the limited edition silver proof set is $255. That makes me ask the question, all right, what's going on? Would you rather spend $255 or $300 for the silver-proof set, either the limited or the regular edition silver-proof set? Me personally, I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. It doesn't come with any clad, although it would be really cool to have a nickel in there. That would be 35% silver. But that's not the way the cookie crumbles, and it will feature the American Silver Eagle out of San Francisco. And remember, just like the American Silver Eagle, this particular product is also going gonzo. It says there are currently no further releases scheduled for this product beyond 2025 as we create new numismatic products to enhance your collection, and it ships November 6th. So they've updated this here, just like they've moved the item back. Yeah, and there's only 25,008. Typically, we see 50,000 to 40,000, and I don't even know if the United States Mint's even going to produce 25,000. They could be at 18 or 15 or even 19, but could be sub 20,000. And if that's the case, that's going to be one of the lowest minted limited edition silverproof sets since, well, ever. That's incredible. So let's keep on keeping on, and we'll keep the ball rolling here. This is the American Eagle 2025 1-ounce silverproof coin. Like I said, this is going to be the last of the American Silver Eagles coming out of San Francisco, but it doesn't say that anymore. It doesn't even say you can subscribe because we're only 3 days away from this drop. But if you scroll down here, it says there are currently no further releases scheduled for this product beyond 2025 as we create new numismatic products to enhance your collection. So what is that going to mean for demand? I'm not sure. But what's interesting about this is the product limit is 110,000. Then you've got the mintage limit, which I believe is the limited edition silverproof set figures, along with the bulk purchasers, what their share is. But what's interesting here, the product limit is 110,000. That's very similar to the Army, the Navy, and the Marine Corps Privy Mark stated product limits. But this one, it doesn't have a household order limit of 1. The household order limit is 10. And that is remarkable. And does that mean it's going to sell out a whole lot quicker? Could be, but you never know. But like I said, I'd rather pick one up in the limited edition silverproof set, as it were. Now let's keep on keeping on. We're going to go here. This is the 250th anniversary United States Army, or rather Navy American Eagle. That's right. It's got the Navy privy mark. Says so right here. Bingo. And that is pretty cool looking. Household order limit of 1. The mintage on this one is going to be at 100,000. At least that's what they're supposed to do. But it doesn't really say much going on here, which is really a head scratcher because we're less than a month away. We're like, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks from this thing dropping. And we don't have any information about this, which is incredible. Not sure what's going on there. Now, let's see what these are selling for on eBay. It's incredible also. So I have here 2025 West Point Army Privy Silver Eagle, and you won't even believe some of the prices that people are asking for here. It's incredible. Not going to look at that one, although this is 7 Proof 69 Deep Cameos for $1,700. Here's one here, $1,595. It's number 429 out of 643. Here's one that's signed by John Marcanti, $1,235. This one looks like it's been signed by Christy McNally, the acting mint director, for $1199.99. Here's one signed by Mark Salzberg, $1199.99. Let's go to the ones that aren't signed, because there are ones that, yeah, look at that, with the West Point Cadet right there, $10.95. And remember, when we first started showcasing the Army Privy American Silver Eagles, maybe 1 or 2 of them on the list was $1,000. But now, nope, not so much. You're going to get a lot of these at 1,000. Look at that, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, here 1,000, there 1,000, everywhere 1,000. Yeah. It's incredible. Even the advanced release, those are typically expensive, aren't as expensive as the ones that you see here with these signatures on them. It's incredible. And you got to ask the question, well, why is that the case? Well, there's a really good reason. Look at this two coin set, Army and Laser Engraved Privy, and they both have the same label, which is interesting because that's an Iwo Jima War Memorial, and that's just outside of Joint Base Meyer in Fort Myer area, just outside Arlington National Cemetery. First day of issue for both of those, and not sure why. $9.99 there, same story. And imagine what the whole set would be worth, right? So you got the 3 military coins, the Army, the Navy, and the Marines, and then with the American or the laser engraved privy, yeah, what are those going to cost? $2,000? Yeah, because there's 2 more coming. That's incredible. Yeah, $9.95 here, $9.95 there. And these aren't necessarily realized prices. These are just what people are asking for them. But if you go here to the sold and completed listings, yeah, you'll see that people are paying good money for this. And why is it that these are more expensive, right, Then the V75, that was the very first American Silver Eagle with a privy mark. It is incredible. Look at this. You get 13 Army privies for 3,600. Wow. Oh my goodness. Here's one right here. 4 of them for 1,380. So people are working it in quantity there. Look at this. 1,075. That's signed. That's signed. Here's one that's assigned here. Signed there. Here a sig. There a sig. Everywhere a sig. Let's find out if there we go. That's the first one without a signature yet. $9.95 best offer accepted. Advanced release $9.95. There's one with a looks like advanced release Trump sign $9.95, and so on and so forth. Yeah, $1,000. Wow. And does that mean that the Army privy mark's going to be the most expensive one? Not necessarily. But what we can tell you is if we go here to PCGS and we look under the 2025 West Point Silver Eagle Army Privy, yeah, they seem to be condition rare. Now, obviously, I think these grades, we can't really say that those are ones that even, well, are part of this. I mean, look at this one. That's the Silver Eagle Army Privy First Strike West Point picture. 10 of those were in the Proof 69. 5 were in a Proof 70. A little bit here, same story, but the real story is here, all right, and these regular submissions. Now, if we look here at the first strike here, out of 1,379 submitted, 682 have been approved 69. So the scale is about 50-50 there, but not here for the baseline, right? This is just a regular one where Joe Public submits his, and he gets 332 are an approved 70 out of 478. So clearly, these are going to be condition rarity, and that begs the question, will the Navy privy mark also be condition rarity, or maybe even toned, since it's coming out of San Francisco, California? And we know the silver proof set, the clad proof set, both of those have been yanked from the mint shelves, the sales floor, right, because they have had some issues with the toning, and it's yellow. Would you like a yellow Army privy mark, or rather a yellow Navy privy mark, American Silver Eagle? Not me. I don't like toning. I'm not a big fan of toning. So let's keep on keeping on. Let's find out what the Navy privy mark is selling for. I have it priced shipping highest first. So we're not seeing the $1,000 like we did for the Army privy. We're at 49 max. And that doesn't have a signature. But it is interesting that these are selling, pre-selling already. And we're looking at what? September. Let's go back to the Mint's product schedule. Yeah, these are going to be selling on October 10, about 3 weeks away now. Yeah, that's incredible, folks. And will we see $1,000 for these? Yeah, we probably could. And what is all 4 of them going to cost? Like $4,000? Could you imagine seeing that on the on eBay here? It is going to be incredible. It really is. 469 there, 441, and that's got bids. That is incredible, and that's the first day of issue there. Early release 449, 439 there. These are all Navy privy mark, folks. These are all Navy privy mark. It is incredible. And how many of these are going to be in a Proof 69 compared to Proof 70, much like that Army privy mark? So many questions. Not sure what to expect, other than the fact that we're probably going to see the same price for the Navy as we do the Army privy mark American Silver Eagles. And we actually could see even worse grades for the Navy, since it's coming out of San Francisco, California, and have that toning on there, and that would be terrible news for the Navy privy mark American Silver Eagle. That would be awful. Now let's go to the plus ones. I've yammered for way too long already today. Yeah, but lots of stuff going on, and I can't wait for the Mint's product schedule for 2026 to actually show us what products are going to be coming out of San Francisco, California. And I would imagine we'll probably see that product schedule in November, maybe late November, early December, hopefully anyway. Now, this is Proverb 12:25, and this is an important one, and I like to share it quite often, actually, because there's so much out there to worry about, right? Proverb 12:25 states that when there's worry in a man's heart, he should suppress it. Let a good thing convert it to gladness. And I think sometimes maybe some people could have an issue with suppressing your feelings, or is it about suppressing, or is it about changing your direction or thinking about something different? You know what I'm saying? And I think what this means, if I'm going to wrap my head around it, a person who trusts in the Lord should not worry about things that are not in his power to change. Rather, they should dwell on good things that will make them feel good and happy. Because remember, if you have a problem and you can do something about it, how is that a problem? And if you have a problem and it's out of your hands, why worry about it, right? Because you can't do anything about it. So just don't worry. And also, if you are fixated on a problem and you got worry in your heart, do this here. dwell on good things like maybe your family, maybe a vacation, maybe winning the lottery, maybe winning, best student award or something of that nature, right? Something that's going to take your mind off the worry in your heart, because that's really what it's all about. Because stress and worry is not good for your health. Probably diminishes some things in capacities and all that stuff. It can't be good, right? Now let's bounce over here to 395 99.9 KOI and Coin News Radio. This is called Summer's Almost Gone by the Doors. And isn't that the truth? I think summer ends on Tuesday, maybe Monday, maybe the 22nd. Not sure exactly what day, but yeah, it's almost over. Can you believe it already? Where did this year go? I mean, we only have, what, 12 products on the schedule for the rest of the year after this week? 12 products out of like 73. That's not a whole lot of. I'll tell you, it has been going by so fast. It's incredible, but I can't wait for 2026 product schedule, and hopefully you're into it too. And I gotta say, one thing, because I was in the comments yesterday talking about United States Mint products, and you got to remember, folks, these are collectibles. All right, it's not bullion like they sell over here for spot or just over spot. You're paying $100 for 1 ounce of silver, while silver's 43.29, right? Or if you're buying the American Women quarters, right? It's a collectible, right? And you get lucky sometimes that it's worth more than what the mint sold it for, or sometimes you break even or you lose money. But remember, it's a collectible. So if you're doing, if you're buying stuff from the United States Mint to try and make money on it, yeah, it might not work. It's like driving a new car off the lot. As soon as you get on the other side of that curb, it depreciates in value. And that's typically what it's been, I believe, since, well, before the pandemic even. So yeah, if you're doing this to stack silver, and you're buying collectibles or numismatics, you're probably doing it wrong, right? And that's all I got to say about that. I feel like, did I just say a Forrest Gump saying? I think I might have. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please sub the channel. It's absolutely free. And please consider becoming like one of these folks here. They are members, and it's $1.99 a month. Imagine if 10,000 of you became members at $1.99 a month. You'd make me rich. That's right. So y'all have a great start to your weekend. Stacker out.